Hello, Jonathan. This is Louisa. I was having trouble typing my next update about our techniques that we're doing, so I decided to make a video. And I was having trouble, and Alex and I were thinking how to come up with the best way to describe the word anxiety to an almost 5-year-old, and we couldn't really come up with something age appropriate. And that day we have received another issue of a magazine, and at night when we went to bed we started reading stories, and completely accidentally we came across to this page. And I really do feel my prayers are being answered, and every time I'm stuck, something just provides me a solution, and hopefully it is the right way to do it. If not, please advise otherwise. So anyway, we got to this page and it hit me that we can use this for that. And as you can see, it says, who is having a birthday party and how can you tell? So Andre looked and looked and said, oh, it's this girl. And looks like she got, I said, why do you think it's her birthday? He said, well, she got skates, roller skates, she just opened it, she's happy, and I think she's 9. So I said, okay, well, it says who is just learning to roller skate and who has probably been skating for a long time. So who do you think is just learning to roller skate? So Andre looked and looked and looked and said, this guy. I said, well, it does look like he's uncomfortable, but can you find somebody who is not even close to him? He looked and looked and looked for maybe a minute, and I said, oh, it looks like this guy. I said, that's right. Look, at least this guy is trying to skate, but this guy is so scared. He is scared to even give it a try, so he's holding on to the wall. And I said, do you know what this means? He said, what? I said, well, it means he's having an anxiety. He has an anxiety to let the wall go and try roller skating. That means fear. He's scared. And he says, well, why isn't he just letting go? I said, well, because he's scared. He thinks something bad might happen to him, or maybe he will fall. He may not even know what's going to happen. He's just very, very scared. So he's holding on to this wall to uh, to deal with his anxiety. So I said, you know what it's similar to? It's similar to when you are out in the public and somebody talks to you and you're not answering them, you're not talking to people. It's just like that. You're having that kind of anxiety, meaning you're not really trying to let that go. It's almost like a wall and you're holding onto that wall and not trying. But look, this guy probably was holding that same wall. He had the same type of anxiety. But guess what happened to him? Look, his mom is helping him. Just like we, mom, dad, and Anna, we want to help you with your anxiety. And do you know what a team is? He said, yes. And I said, well, what is a team? He said, these are people working together or playing together to win. I said, very good. So this mom is being a team with this guy so his son can actually let the wall go and try. Though he's a little bit scared still, and he's not the best skater. And by the way, do you know who the best skater is? He looked and said, yes, this girl. I said, why? He said, because she's doing tricks that others aren't. I said, okay, sure. But although I said this guy is not here, his mom is helping him to move because he kicked his anxiety's butt. And he started laughing, really, really giggling, and said, oh, that's funny, that's funny. I said, this is what we're going to do. Because if you're holding onto the wall with this and having anxiety, your mom, your dad, your family, they really get scared for you and they have an anxiety. But when you let it go and you try, like this boy is here, his mom gets very happy with it and tries to help him to move forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do with you. We're going to help you if you let that anxiety go, if you let that wall go and you're not scared of it anymore. And though